to become a pro player in next year's World Championships, maybe. Maybe he's looking to coach, who knows?
Yeah, that'd be a whole lot of fun, and I'm sorry to whatever team tries to accept that offer. But these two teams, Abyssinian and Oyasumi Makuro, both have a chance at becoming champions today, Kello. Obviously, they have to be proud of their accomplishments so far. That goes without saying. But these teams are unrelenting when it comes to chasing that championship title. The world spot, that world's first place, the $100,000 prize pool is still on the line. Let's get into game number 2.
Game number 2 of Oyasumi Makuro versus Abyssinian. I cannot wait.
It's gonna be so fantastic. He on this Zacian this game around, where so many times before we have seen them on that Urshifu, target banned by Abyssinian. Is that gonna be enough to slow down this star player?
Look, it's still early days here. We need to make sure that we get their levels, get those stacks in. The solar blade of that Leafeon just being so deadly.
Yeah, Lewis already hitting that Leafeon evolution, by the way. Things must have gone absurdly fantastic in those early pathing moments. Mame hitting level 4, getting into that tall grass for that passive. However, the Zacian chase down of the Lapras is going to be tough for Abyssinian to deal with, but they're turning around on Mame. Focus Fan starts proccing. They're back up to almost full HP. This Pokemon is all about that HP bar.
All about that HP bar, because that is what keeps you up, but we need to get those levels. We do have Abyssinian now online, and it is going to be able to provide that HP we were talking about.
Exactly. You want to give it to Gudra, you want to give it to Zacian. Both of those are hungry Pokemon that want to have that support from their support player. A great Lapras play early. Glaceon from that Shua getting in a ton of damage from range, and Mame is going to go down. No focus ban. We saw that prompt earlier. They do not have that defensive item off of cooldown. The Blissey's going to take a lot of damage, but great hunt down. Shua chases that one, and they're going to come away with 2 KOs in that engagement.
Look, I know the Zacian is usually the one that does the hunt downs, but this Glaceon on its tail getting those knockouts with those icy spears.
Abyssinian taking their early game power spike Pokemon of Leafeon and Glaceon and using them to full effect to chase down Mame, who still was just that Gumi a moment ago. Lapras in charge of defending this goal zone. Some small stacks going in. Every dunk from this Gudra is another Ao's cookie stack, and it gets even stronger with each one.
Even stronger, even tankier, even harder to take on down.
Harder? I can't believe it! This Pokemon has so many defensive resources, and with that Ao's cookie, it's just going to be getting better and better. Leafeon trying to play outside of this Umbreon's range of vision, but Abyssinian have earned themselves a decent amount of space. Great call out by Jay Rabson with that Pollen Puff. They identified the Zacian was in that tall grass, called it out for their team, put that Pollen Puff on, and Oyasumi Makuro had to bail.
Yes, they had to bail. They're just playing it safe, making sure to get eyes on the squad here before going in for an engage. We just have a little bit of a wonder, trying to go and see if they can pinch this Voltoy off this Eldegoss, and they do.
It feels like in the game number 1, we had 4 or 5 1v1 team fights by this point in the game. So far, we have only had one, and Abyssinian had that one go in their credit. Jay Rabson just playing around Lev Up here, keeping vision on them, but of course, making it so that Lev Up can't just push into their enemy and have a free flank. Great support positioning by Jay Rabson.
Alrighty, we do have a Registeel that has spawned on the map along with that Regieleki up in that top part, but Blissey is looking to be in a bit of trouble. The glacial stage is set. Can they get these KOs? Miva is also on their tail, knocking out that Blissey.
The Parasong is there, and Inteleon is going to be the one to secure Registeel. So Oyasumi Makuro may have given up a knockout of the support Pokemon in that central area, but I don't think they're worried in the slightest since they were able to secure their objective. But Leafeon swinging the other way. Lewis with a huge Solar Blade knockout, taking out that Inteleon.
Yes, they do take out the Inteleon. Is the Zacian going to be next as that Horn Leech comes on out? But they were able to eject on out. Maybe it ends up, no, it ends up being the Umbreon that gets taken down and, grabbing some, no, yeah, they are going to grab some berries. But you know what, all the meantime, we have Leafeon getting in some dunks.
Never count out Abyssinian from a team fight when Tempest is still a part of that engagement. Ridiculous defender play so far all day, and the Trevenant looking the same. They swing in a great Inteleon knockout, but Leafeon is there to trade. Lewis is now caught out in a little bit of danger. Liquidation does so much damage, but the Eldegoss is going to be there for support. But there we go, a huge play by Miva in the top path to earn a KO, and more Lapras stacks on the top path. Abyssinian with a huge score lead right now.
There is just so much happening in this match. There is so much at stake right now. We have Oyasumi Makuro up on 1. Omo Abyssinian, they have to win this next one. I feel like, you know what, 179 to 45, it is still early days, but they are holding quite the lead.
One of the biggest talking points around Omo Abyssinian was their lack of experience on the main stage, but they are clutch when their backs are against the wall. They are proving everybody wrong in those scenarios. Big engage by Lewis, the Emerald two-step on top of Pui, and they're going to get the knockout. A huge 1v1 KO, and that sets the pace for the rest of OMO. They charge forward. That is 4 KOs in total. Only Mame going to be hanging out, and Lewis has got their eye on them.
And they're going to make sure to do their quick math, get in some dunks, create some space for this basement Reggie that is about to spawn.
Abyssinian with some incredible macro game, taking individual team fight wins, but also winning these big rotations. Tempest getting a huge stun down. Miva hit by a few of those stuns. However, their HP pool on that was able to get away. Great little play by Eldegoss to absorb the last few hits of that liquidation, making sure that Miva can still be a part of this fight. Mame is caught in the Paris song, and Glaceon finds that final hit knockout. Registeel brought down to a fraction of its HP, and Zacian is going to secure it. Great last hit by Pui.
Now, this is the comeback experience that Oyasumi Makuro were needing. They needed to get that Registeel buff, obviously having that benefit of the extra attack here. We are going in for an engage. No, we are going to back on out.
Wow, even a Registeel buffed Sui on that Inteleon wasn't able to get the chase down knockout. Tempest able to live through so many of these engagements. Both first tier goal zones available for Omo Abyssinian in these final moments. We're 2 minutes away from the final stretch, but if those goal zones remain, they are very easy to defend. But there we go. Finally, a 1v1 team fight goes away with Oyasumi Macro, but not for so long. That chase out Unite move, though, back the other way. But Glaceon shuts it down. Glacial Stage finds that one.
I don't know if that was a smart idea going for that Zacian to go back into that fight, as it ended up getting wiped out. It was on such low HP, but you know what? They thought they're a Zacian, we can take it on. All the meantime, we do have Omo taking down this Reggie Alecki, trying to secure and capture it for their team.
Yeah, Reggie Alecki will be secured by Omo Abyssinian. Is going to be walking towards that second tier goal zone. Big engagement by the Umbreon, though. They try to take Tempest towards the rest of their team. Mame is the next one to rush in, trying to utilize their big body to do a ton of damage. Muddy Water pulls back in Tempest, and that's a big KO. That's the front line, or at least half of it gone for Omo Abyssinian, but they're still putting up a defense, Kello.
They are putting up a defense, and this is what I absolutely love to see, a power whip on a Gudra. Can they keep the sustain, especially with that Blissey by their side, but the Solar Blade ends up knocking them out, well, alongside the Lapras.
Yeah, it puts them within range of that Paris song, right? That burst damage is something that Gudra normally doesn't mind. Oh my word, a 4-player Solar Blade, no KOs, but that's flashy. That's going in a highlight package later, I guarantee it.
Oh, I bet, but you know what? Level 13 Glaceon right now, they are looking mighty. On the opposite side, we have a level 13 Inteleon.
Would you believe me if I told you Omo Abyssinian is down 1-0 in this match right now? They are playing like they know every single one of Oyasumi Makuro's tricks, and they are having an amazing game. Registeel is going to be going over completely to the side of Omo Abyssinian. However, a big flank here by Lev Up on this Umbreon. They have good positioning. Mame trying to get in there as well. Mame pinned up against the wall. So many Trevenant stuns, and Mame's down. Glaceon finds that last hit. Pui trades, though. They find the Eldegoss. J-Rapson is gone before the Cotton Cloud Crash is used.
It is a 4v4 currently, and that final stretch, the Breakwazer has been enraged. And look at that Phantom Forest from that Trevenant to just knock him up. We have Umbreon getting taken down, and now they are on the hunt, seeing if they can get any extra KOs. The Zacian diving on deep, but Leafeon is able to use their Unite and get out some damage. Can they finish it off? Glaceon gets another knockout as well.
We received that Bliss assistance, but the damage from Omo Abyssinian, it was able to top even that. Mame is back, though, and that is a healthy Gudra at level 12 with some very aggressive positioning. Omo Abyssinian needs to take this slow. However, they still have the Eldegoss Unite move. If the attrition is the name of the game here, the support play is going to be there. There it is, Cotton Cloud Crash, bringing everyone back up to full HP, and Tempest pulls away the Inteleon. A big start to this team fight.
Yes, that is a great start, taking down that backline damage. You only have the defender and support here. We have Mame also being taken down. This Lapras is on a roll.
This double defender composition from Omo Abyssinian has been so fantastic so far, but can the Zacian be the answer to it? it. Pui getting in range. The Sacred Sword going to hit absolutely nobody, and they're going to try to move towards the top end of that Rayquaza. Maybe threatening a back cap, maybe threatening a last hit on the Rayquaza. Either way, OMO Abyssinian is holding all the cards right now.
They are really holding on tight. They are down almost 200 points here, but Zacian ends up getting knocked out, and Inteleon is in a bit of a pickle as it is getting troubled by a Trevenant pushing in.
Tempest has made their mission to specifically take down Sweet on this Inteleon. Every single time they are chasing them down. Tempest with an amazing defender game so far, and we're having a bit of a 1v1 there. Again, the Inteleon starts to be acrobatics away, but there's the chase down by Shua. A great Icicle Spear finds that KO. Mame gonna be down to the Parasong again. Who cares how much HP you have if you are underneath that execute bar of the Lapras? OMO Abyssinian hold on to their lead, and they are gonna be tying up this loser.